If you are still using the same roamers from last season and wondering why you can't rank up anymore, this video is probably going to save your stars. Because right now, the roamer meta is completely different. Some roamers look broken in lower ranks, but they completely fall apart in high elo. Some heroes dominate solo queue, but become way weaker in coordinated 5-man. And then there are certain roamers right now that are so oppressive that if you actually master them properly, climbing becomes way easier. So today, I'm going to rank the top 5 best roamers for solo queue and the top 5 best roamers for coordinated 5-man play. And we're going to compare them side by side. Some of these placements are definitely going to surprise people. For those of you who are new here, I'm Hajun. I'm a 300 plus stars pro roamer and I've also played competitively, so these rankings are based on actual high level experience. A lot of people misunderstand what actually makes a roamer strong. Roaming is not just about tanking damage anymore. Roaming is about tempo, information, objective control, map pressure, drafting, and controlling space. That's what wins games consistently. At number 5 for solo queue, we have Grok. Most lower rank players think Grok is just about landing walls. No, the real strength of Grok is controlling space. A good Grok controls bushes, controls jungle entrances, cuts rotations. A good Grok invades level 1 and forces the enemy team to play uncomfortable immediately. And Grok is amazing at controlling the pace early on, because in the right draft, Grok can genuinely feel impossible to play against. The biggest strength of Grok is tempo, and if you guys don't fully understand what tempo means yet, it basically means who controls the pace of the game. And the crazy part is that one successful invade can affect the entire map. But the reason I only put him at number 5 for solo queue is because he does have weaknesses. He struggles against highly mobile heroes, he struggles against slippery backlines, and he's not always the best peeling roamer. And peeling becomes really important in solo queue because random teammates miss position constantly. That's why Grok is very draft dependent. In the right draft, he can honestly look like the best roamer in the game. And honestly, the next hero is probably one of the most annoying roamers to play against right now. At number 5 for coordinated 5-man play, we have Glue. And honestly, this hero becomes way stronger once teams actually know how to coordinate around him. One of the biggest differences between solo queue and coordinated play is follow-up. In solo queue, sometimes your team doesn't fully capitalize on the pressure you create. But in organized 5-man, every second of pressure matters. And Glue creates a lot of pressure. This hero constantly destroys teamfight structure. He ruins positioning, forces carries to reposition awkwardly, breaks spacing, creates panic, and at high level, spacing is everything. Teams want clean front-to-back fights. Glue completely destroys that. And honestly, Glue probably would have been even higher on this list, but the reason I placed him slightly lower is because there are certain heroes that counter him really hard. And these are not small counters either. Heroes like Faramis, Vexana, Lunox, and sustain-heavy heroes like Lapu Lapu can become extremely problematic for Glue. Vexana and Faramis can instantly burst all the split pieces at the same time with AoE damage, and if teammates are standing near Glue, your entire team can get hit together. So this is why understanding drafts is extremely important if you want to play Glue properly. You cannot blindly pick him every game, and good Glue players know how to play around these counters. If you're against Vexana or Faramis, you cannot just second skill in front of them carelessly. You need to position better, force cooldowns first, and time your engages carefully. But honestly, that takes a lot of experience, and that's exactly why I placed him a little lower. At number 4 for solo queue, we also have Glue. And honestly, this hero is one of the most mentally exhausting roamers to play against in ranked, because solo queue players panic really easily, and Glue creates panic non-stop. You'll see marksmen waste flickers, mages reposition badly, players tunnel vision trying to kill him, and once people panic, their decision making gets worse. And one thing people underestimate in MLBB is the mental side of the game. Some heroes create stress, and stress creates mistakes. And forcing mistakes is one of the best ways to climb in solo queue. And honestly, understanding pressure, macro, drafting, and map control properly is something a lot of players struggle with. And yeah, for those of you asking, I do offer coaching. I've actually been coaching players for almost a year now, and there are literally hundreds of testimonials inside my Discord server from people who have improved and ranked up getting coached. And also, just because my content is Rome focused doesn't mean I only coach Rome. Because if you understand the game at a competitive level, you need to understand all roles. And there are coaching options for solo players, duos, trios, and even full teams. Yes, you can bring your duo along to coaching. You can even bring your entire trio, your entire 5-man team. And booking is super easy now. Everything is organized directly through my TidyCal page. Click the links in my bio and you'll instantly see the pricing, the timings, and all the different options. Back to the rankings. At number 4 for 5-man, we have Khalid. And honestly, this hero's early game pressure is disgusting. Fast rotations, strong sustain, reliable engage, strong skirmishing, amazing lane pressure. Khalid gives coordinated teams complete momentum early. And one thing you guys need to understand about high-level MLBB is that games are often decided very early. Sometimes the game is basically over before minute 6. Because once one team controls vision, turtle setup, jungle entrances, and rotation tempo, the game becomes significantly easier. At number 3 for solo queue, we also have Khalid. And honestly, this hero is basically aggression in a hero form. In solo queue, proactive heroes are king because passive heroes rely too much on random teammates. Khalid rotates quickly, punishes mistakes instantly, creates pressure non-stop, and snowballs extremely hard. And something lower ranked players underestimate is how important pressure actually is. Pressure forces mistakes. The more pressure enemies feel, the worse they play. Quick side note, with all the crazy skins coming out recently, especially the Leslie Legend skin and the Alice Collector skin, if you guys are planning to recharge diamonds, make sure to use my affiliate recharge link. You can actually get diamonds cheaper there compared to buying directly in-game. So you're saving money while supporting the channel at the same time. A lot of people have been using it recently because the prices are honestly really good. And if you want to check it out, the link is on my YouTube profile. At number 3 for 5-man, we have Hilda. And honestly, a coordinated Hilda team is terrifying because good Hilda teams do not invade randomly. Everything is coordinated. Lane priority, jungle timing, bush control, wave setup, vision. And this is where roaming becomes more than mechanics. At high level, roaming is basically information warfare. The more information your team has, the easier the game becomes. And Hilda gives insane information control. At number 2 for solo queue, we also have Hilda. And honestly, this hero can completely solo carry games from the roam role. She invades non-stop, controls bushes constantly, harasses junglers endlessly. Tell me about it, right? And makes enemies uncomfortable the entire game. And solo queue teams usually don't respond properly to pressure. Most random players panic under aggression, but Hilda thrives under aggression. And now, we're getting into the really broken heroes. At number 2 for 5-man, we have Rock. And honestly, in the correct draft, Grok can genuinely look like the best roamer in the game because coordinated teams maximize his strengths much better. Invades become coordinated, wall setups become cleaner, objective control becomes terrifying. But understanding when to pick Grok is extremely important. And finally, the best solo queue roamer right now, Kaja. Because in solo queue, pickoffs win games. Simple. One successful divine judgment can instantly decide turtle fights, lord fights, jungle contests, late game defenses, and entire matches. And unlike setup tanks that rely heavily on teammates reacting instantly, Kaja creates simple fights. You grab somebody, your team kills them, you secure objectives. And reliability is everything in solo queue. And finally, the best 5-man roamer right now, Marcel. This hero just feels complete. Strong engage, strong utility, strong frontlining, strong teamfight control, and in coordinated play, consistency matters more than flashy plays. You want heroes that fit multiple drafts, stay useful in every stage of the game, and that's exactly why high-level teams value Marcel so much. Those are my top 5 roamers right now for solo queue and coordinated 5-man ranked. And honestly, if you truly master these heroes and understand why they are strong, ranking up becomes way easier. And yes, I do have guides on each and every single one of those heroes mentioned here, so just head over to my channel, search up the name of the heroes, and you will see multiple videos that I have made with them. And I'm sure that they will help you a lot. And if you want to take it a step further, make sure to grab my coaching. I guarantee you it is definitely gonna help you out. As a coach, I do need you to be cooperative with me, right? If you actually do want to improve, that is the condition. And definitely join my Discord server too if you want. You're gonna get teammates, ranked partners, meta discussions, coaching reviews, or just a strong ML community. The link is on my YouTube profile. If this video helped you out, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment which roamer you think deserves number 1 right now. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Da chamada, chamada.